Happy to be joined by our Bronco analyst, Ryan Harris, now a published author, by the way.
That's right.
Congratulations to you.
This was a great test. To me, I think they also lost the season here. They had a chance to turn their season around against the top team in the AFC South, a team that had 5-game win streak coming in, and it just didn't happen tonight.
Thanks, Michael. Time now for the breakdown, joined by former Broncos lineman Ryan Harris. Ryan, thanks for stopping by. And former Super Bowl champion, still Super Bowl champion. This Broncos team, far from being a Super Bowl contender.
It's really sad to see, Mark. I mean, they've really struggled, and it's not just one thing that's going wrong. I mean, it's a plethora of areas, offensively, now defensively, which is tough to see. And I really feel for those guys who I've won with, because I know how tough it is to be in this situation. I was on a team that went 2-14, losing 14 in a row, and you give the same effort each and every week to win a game, and then a game like today happens and you've lost again, now the 7th in a row. We're going to talk about 3 teams that I have concerns with when it comes to the passing game. And let's start with the Carolina Panthers. You're not going to believe where I placed them. They've got some gigantic problems. Not only did they bring in C.J. Anderson, 1,000-yard rusher last year, and Christian McCaffrey, held by a lot of people in a lot of leagues, also Cam Newton. Far from his 35 touchdown that year performance, which led him to a Super Bowl in which he lost. Marquise Pouncey and Ramon Foster are part of a stout line that has allowed James Conner to rush for 796 yards and 10 rushing touchdowns. Look for them to roll the steel as they go against the Denver Broncos, who have allowed the 11th most points to running backs this season in fantasy football. The thing I want to talk about that doesn't show up on the stats, there were 2 sacks that the Irish gave up in this game, and they were both in the first quarter. And that didn't happen the rest of the game. That shows a mental toughness that I haven't seen offensively from this Irish team since I've been a part of it here at Notre Dame. And then you look at that 50 yards rushing that the Wolfpack had. They were at the top of the ACC in rushing coming into this game. And after today, they will not be there any longer. This Notre Dame defense is for real, and they are here to win a championship. Those short-term goals, you know, whether that was a freshman in high school, now you got expectations because you're tall, you should be good at sports, or coming into the NFL. I mean, are those the kind of things, those small goals, does that help you in life and in sport?
Absolutely. I think if you don't have goals, then you're not really moving forward in life, for sure.
The Green Bay Packers will take on the Miami Dolphins, who have given up the 3rd most fantasy points defensively this season. It's a tall task to beat Aaron Rodgers anyways, and it doesn't help when you have such a leaky defense. Those are the 2 matchups I love in the trenches this week. What's been the key for you? Because even when I played against defensive linemen, a defensive tackle that can get sacks is rare and is a commodity. What's been the turning point for you, 5.5 sacks this year?
Well, I always knew I could pass rush, but then it was just a mix of opportunities getting on the field to pass rush, you know, at the end of the day.
Well, hello there. This week on In the Trenches, we get out of the office, fresh ideas, fresh breeze. Let's start with the NFC. The Seattle Seahawks and Chris Carson rushed for over 100 yards and a touchdown in their first win of the season. Look for them to keep that up as they go to the Arizona Cardinals looking for their 2nd win of the season.
Some people are going to disagree with you there. You saw some things you liked?
Hey, he made completions, and at the end of the day, that's what you're looking for. You know, he had a condensed offense. He had very little time to prepare. He's still coming off of an injury. And again, 9 for 14. It wasn't a great quarterback rating, but you look for the quick decisions which he made, and he looked like he was comfortable, even though they gave up 5 sacks on the day, and that's a tough thing for a young quarterback to be a part of. And they spent it on me, and we brought more diamonds. No, that thing is nice. Awesome, man. Awesome stuff.